This is Glenn Rice with Clearview Sewer Cams. We're located at 17305 Van Ness Avenue, Torrance, California, 90504. We're performing a video sewer inspection through a 3-inch ABS mainline sewer cleanout located just outside the side gate next to the gas water meter. This is our gas water meter. This is our side gate. This goes towards the front of the house. Got a little bit of go towards the front of the house. This is our driveway, and we're just going to go ahead and zero out our camera monitor here at the so we're going to go ahead and drop down. We did run a little bit of initial water just to determine what is coming in from where, and as you can see, we have some water passing through. This water here passing through is coming in from the ADU at the rear of the property. Okay, this is actually the front house here. We did flush a couple toilets to verify. So this, as we continue to push out, this is coming from the front house. As we continue to push in, we're going to make a little bit of a drop. See, we're starting to hold a little bit of water in this area. We make a little bit of a drop, and just below here, this is where our ADU ties in at the rear of the house. So again, what we're going to do is we're going to pause here for a moment. We're going to locate this area. Okay, we went ahead and located this area, and it is in the driveway at approximately 4 foot 10 inches deep, and we did mark it with the red crayon. So again, we're just going to go ahead and continue to push out. And again, we do have a little bit of water flowing from our ADU at the rear of the house. And as you can see, just as we push out, we do run into a very large offset here. You can see there, from a pull back just a little bit, you can see there from about the 3 o'clock going all the way up and around to about the 9 o'clock area. So again, a little difficult to tell the full diameter of it, but again, we're going to try to jump up and over it. We're just going to continue to push out, and as we continue to push out, it appears that we do have some, it appears to be concrete overpour. Just push in slowly. Pull back just a little bit. As we continue to push out, it does appear that we do have a break right around the 3 o'clock, going down to about the 6 o'clock area. So we're going to pause here for a moment. We're going to locate this area. So we're going to push in just a little bit. Right about there, and we're going to pause here for a moment. Okay, again, we went ahead and marked this area, and it is at 3 foot 2 inches deep on the brick pavers, just at the edge of the sidewalk and the brick pavers in the driveway. So again, we're just going to go ahead and pull back just a little bit. You can see here that which this is. We can see the section of the vitreous clay sewer pipe is broke in that area. You can see there's a break there. So again, we're just going to go ahead and continue to push out. We're making a drop, and we're going to drop down. And we'll take a good look at those joints on the way back. We'll pull back. A little bit of concrete overpour in that joint there. We'll continue to push out. And a little more concrete overpour in the dent joint there. And a little bit of concrete overpour in those joints as well. And that joint appears to be in fair condition. And that joint appears to be in fair condition. And that joint appears to be in fair condition. And that joint appears to be in fair condition. Make a little bit of a turn, and we drop down into our city sewer tie-in. What we're going to do is we're going to pause here for a moment. We're going to locate this area. I'm going to shut the water down at the rear of the house. So I'm going to pause here. Okay, we went ahead and located this area in the middle of the street at approximately 6 foot 6 inches deep, and this is parallel with our manhole cover. So again, we're going to pull back slowly. We're going to take a good look at our saddle. And our saddle appears to be in fair, maintainable condition. Again, we'll continue to pull back. And that joint appears to be in fair, maintainable condition. In the vitreous clay sewer line pipe and fittings, it had a little bit of concrete overpour in some of the joints. And that joint appears to be in fair, maintainable condition. And that joint appears to be in fair, maintainable condition. And that joint appears to be in fair, maintainable condition. And this joint here, we got a little bit of concrete overpour around the 9 o'clock area. Again, we'll continue to pull back. Go ahead. So again, a little more concrete overpour in the joint. So again, we'll continue to pull back. And again, some more concrete overpour in the joint. Okay, go ahead and continue to pull back. And again, as we pull back, you can see in this area here, we're coming up a little bit of a chimney. And you can see here in this area, this is where we do have a break right around the 5 o'clock area. And again, as I mentioned, we do have a break in that area right around the 5 o'clock area. So we did mark that in the driveway with the red crayon. So again, we're just going to continue to pull back. And as we pull back, we transition back into our black ABS sewer pipe. In this area here, you can see that we do have a large offset. So we're just going to pause here for a moment. So again, as I mentioned, we do have an offset in this area here. And this offset do hold a little bit of water. We did shut our water down from the back of the house, so you can see a little bit of water is going to be holding in this area. So this area here could catch debris and continue to catch debris and cause a soft stoppage. So again, we're just going to continue to pull back. And as we pull back, the black ABS joints all appear to be in fair, maintainable condition. Again, we continue to pull back. What we're going to do is we're going to pull back and up and out of our clean out, and we're going to relocate ourselves to the rear of the property and run from the ADU up to the front of the property. So we're going to pause here for a moment. Okay, we went ahead and relocated ourselves to a 3-inch ABS mainline sewer cleanout located at the rear of the driveway, just to the right of the ADU on the concrete pavers. This goes out towards the front gate, towards the driveway area. This is our 3-inch ABS mainline sewer cleanout at the rear of the property. This goes towards the rear of the property of the ADU. And we're just going to go ahead and zero out our camera monitor here. And we're going to drop down and begin our video sewer inspection. It does appear to be a two-way. So again, we're just going to get ourselves in and push ourselves out towards the front of the property. Okay, again, we went ahead and got in. We're just going to go ahead and continue to push out. And again, at the bottom there, did appear to be a two-way mainline sewer clean out for the ADU at the rear of the property. So again, we're just going to go ahead and continue to push out. And that joint appeared to be in fair condition. Again, we were running water in the ADU, so we did shut everything down. So again, we're just going to push out and take a good look. So it does appear to be long lengths of black ABS sewer pipe, and that joint appeared to be in fair condition. And again, we're coming up, continue to push out. And pull back just a little bit, and that joint appears to be in fair condition. And again, we'll continue to push out. And we're coming up on some joints. Pull back here a little bit, and those joints appear to be in fair condition. We'll make a little bit of a turn, and again, we'll continue to push out. And coming up on our next joint, that joint appears to be in fair condition. And we're coming up on our next joint, and that joint appears to be in fair condition. Again, we'll continue to push out. Coming up on a turn, we'll make a little bit of a turn, and those joints appear to be in fair condition. A little bit of a belly in this area. I'll pull back. And again, we pushed all the way out towards the front of the property, and this is the offset just at the front of the property there. So again, we're just going to pause our mic here for a moment. Okay, again, as I mentioned, we went ahead and pushed all the way out to the front of our property, and again, there's our offset just at the front of the clean out at the front of the property. So again, we're just going to go ahead and continue to pull back. And all our black ABS sewer pipe running from the ADU all the way to the front of the property all appear to be in fair and maintainable condition. So again, we're just going to go ahead and continue to pull back. Okay, again, like I mentioned, we're going to continue to pull back. Again, I did mention that all the black ABS sewer pipe running from the ADU towards the front of the property all appear to be in fair and maintainable condition. So again, we make a little bit of turn, we come up and out of our clean out, and that will conclude our video sewer inspection.